The Sena R1 bicycle helmet works as advertised, but I do have an issue with it. Stay tuned to see what that is. Hey campers, Trisha and I love to ride bikes. We recently purchased Lectric XP 3.0 long-range bikes, and we are having the time of our lives on them. They are just so much fun. And we bought them so that we can enjoy e-bike riding while we're camping throughout the summer. So with that, we've always had one problem when we ride bikes, and that's talking to each other. Rarely are we able to ride side by side because of either the trail, the path, or the road we're on. So it's usually one person in front of the other, and we're never really able to carry on a conversation. So we heard about these Sena Bluetooth capable bike helmets. This one in particular is the R1. And what's so nice about them is that using the microphone and the speakers, as you see on each side, we are able to have a conversation with each other. We can also pair these with our phones so that we can take calls and we can listen to music, especially when we're like riding by ourselves. And that's important because you don't want to use your earbuds while you're riding, because you want to be able to, hear the traffic and the natural sounds around you so you don't get into an accident. So we bought these helmets and they totally solved the problem. We're able to talk to each other and it makes for a more enjoyable bike ride. However, we did have a problem, or I did in particular, have a problem with the purchasing process with this helmet. I always price shop when I'm looking to make a purchase and try to find the best deal and the best situation. In researching this product, I found that they were the same price whether I bought it on Amazon or directly from Sena. So I thought, why not just buy directly from Sena? That's the mistake I made. So it's not that they're not responsive. They're very responsive. When we got the helmets and I tried them on, I realized I needed a large. We ordered 2 mediums. And so I reached out to them and told them the situation, that I would need to return one helmet and exchange it for a new one. Just as a little aside, we also purchased the visors because they're not included with this particular helmet. So that's a separate purchase. So I had to return the helmet and the visor because it is size dependent. The visor is size dependent as well. So I reached out to them, and just to summarize that exchange, they're very communicative, but it took probably a good couple of weeks from my first email until they approved the return. So that's the first thing, is the length of time that took. They did explain to me that the return would be at my own expense, which, figuring it would be reasonable, I was somewhat okay with that. I understood and didn't want to give them grief over that. So the issue, though, is here is when I went to return it, I took it to the post office, and I used the original packaging that they shipped it in, except I was only returning one helmet, so the box is probably bigger than it needed to be. And so it cost me $52 to send this package back. So I wasn't too happy about that. That could have gone a long way towards another helmet if I needed it, or some other purchase. But I paid it because I wanted to get the right helmet. So there's the cost. And as I already mentioned, I'm like 2 weeks into email conversations with them. And then because I didn't want to expedite the shipping, because I was already paying a significant amount of money, it took a week to get this returned to them. And then another week for them to return the exchanged one to me. So between the cash outlay for the return shipping and the length of time it took to get this issue resolved, the lesson learned the hard way by me that I'm trying to prevent for you is order it from Amazon. My Amazon ordering experience as a Prime member is very fluid, seamless, whatever adjective you want to use, very simple. You go into the app, you click on the item, you click the return button. I think they instruct you to print out a piece of paper with a QR code on it. They tell you just take it to your local UPS store. You just need the original packaging and the product. You don't have to find a box or save a box at home to package it in. The UPS store takes care of that for you, and it returns for free, and you get the new one for free. No extra cost involved. So that's the lesson I learned is Amazon all the way, or if you can find another provider or vendor that wouldn't charge shipping to you or return shipping, I'd recommend them too. Another benefit about Amazon returns is that once you go to the UPS store and they get your return in their system, you immediately get a response from Amazon saying, hey, we got your return, we're processing the exchange or the credit or whatever. So all it has to do is hit the system, the UPS system, and they know it's on its way. That's the lesson. I hope you're having a great camping season. We have a lot in store in our camping season that we can't wait to bring you. Happy camping!